There's a lot of things they can do nowadays for cancer patients. And two, I think it's encouraged that they keep busy and they get out with other people and just enjoy their life because it's too short not to. Life is very short, so we are to enjoy every minute of it.
My mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer when I was 11, and during that time I picked up fly fishing, especially in high school with my teacher, John Zimmerman.
I met Taylor when he was a sophomore at Patton High School when I was his English teacher. My grandmother had been diagnosed with cancer when I was Taylor's age, so I knew something of what he was going through. And I knew the healing power that my dad taking me fishing and getting out in the woods provided me when I was going through many of the same things that he was.
I don't know why, I don't know why, I don't know why I try to stop the wind.
It was around her last bout with cancer during my junior year of high school when I really started fly fishing a lot, escaping into the rivers, into the woods, and really using fly fishing as a coping mechanism during the last few months of my mom's life.
I faced a continental shelf.
Through John and my experience with fly fishing, we realized how much of a healing effect it could have. We're here in Cherokee, North Carolina at River's Edge Outfitters for yet another Cherokee Classic put on by Casting for Hope. It's one of our favorite events of the year, and it brings out some of the best anglers in the whole country to compete, but all for a good cause.
Get out of your way. Okay, so there's two sections really that we think can hold fish. This being the best one. Normally, if we were coming in here right after somebody else had fished this, then we would probably start with the other one because it's a little harder to access and not as popular. But since we just came off of lunch, we're thinking maybe these fish had a chance to reset. So I'm gonna set a timer on my phone, and in 20 minutes, if things aren't going well, then we're either gonna fish it from the other side, or we're gonna push to that other section. We're thinking to medal, to win this session, we need 21 fish. So 7 fish every 30 minutes. So that's the pace we're shooting for. All right? All right, I'm gonna switch this rod out. He's gonna fish that sort of interior seam right there and kind of work his way out. In really good water, it's kind of hard to fish, so a lot of times, if you know how to fish it, you can pull some fish out of it. But the really good waters is gonna be out closer to the far bank. So he's gonna work his way to it, make sure he doesn't miss any fish. Mainly prospecting around, trying to see if we get a bump or a flash before we walk through this water. Water's up higher than normal, so a lot of times the fish will push out here to the sides. A lot of guys will just walk through this trying to get to the good water and miss out on a few in here closer. One of the things I try to think about is where the guy before me probably had his judge, and in this section it's really only one option. So a lot of times these fish you see in here close are just fish that have been caught and measured and then released right here. So a lot of times they won't eat. I leave eye on a fish. Pretty good one? Atta baby.
No, it's a small guy.
It's all right. What'd he take?
That damn white egg.
On the tag?
Huh?
On the tag?
You what?
Was it on the tag or on the point?
Good point.
Okay. had a couple bumps right here. Can see fish, but like I said, a lot of times these guys in close have been caught and measured and released. So sometimes they can be pretty difficult to catch. It's pretty common for guys to get suckered in to these type of situations. They can see fish, so they'll just stand and fish at them forever. I normally have a rule: I don't leave fish to go find fish, but it has to be fish that are cooperating. So he was right where you'd think he'd be. Pretty subtle take. I didn't set super hard because he's on probably 6.5x. So a lot of times on these big fish, you can just break them off right on the set. So we want to get him upstream of us and then kind of use the water to push him back. Oh. Okay, 35. Took the mop down deep. Took the mop down there deep. All right, let's get another. Just had a rise up the middle there. That's pretty prone. Yeah, I just saw one. Pretty good sign. Sign. As long as he doesn't eat it. Same deal. We'll get him above us. Not a huge fish, so took the mop. He's got a little fight in him. So normally I have to go ahead and pop this fly out, but I want the judge to see that he's not foul hooked. So I'll get this over. All right. I always like to try to keep them wet. Easy, good girl. 35. Both on the cream mop.
One on the cream, one on the orange. I got an extra orange if you need.
Okay, all right. So just noticed that my tag fly snapped off. So that could have been one of those hits we had, and we set a little aggressively. So I gotta get that buttoned up. It's really low odds that we lost that tag fly on anything except a fish. It's just too high up in the water column.
We hold fly fishing retreats, so we actually bring women and their caregivers out to our retreat center in Bakersville, North Carolina, and we teach them how to fly fish. We allow them to make bonds with other people who are also going through the same cancers as they are, and honestly, we just love on them and make sure they feel supported. So that's what we do at Casting for Hope. These tournaments are just one way to further our awareness and to fundraise, and we really hope you can be involved in one way or another, whether as an angler or a volunteer or a donor. We will take all the help we can get here in North Carolina.
Late July.
So late July is pretty tough. We know that there's pretty fresh fish in here. So one of my go-tos, anytime I know that scenario, is cream mop. This works really good to, even if you don't stick a fish, a lot of times you'll see them swipe at it or chase it around. So it's a good prospecting fly, and And these bigger fish a lot of times want a little bigger meal. So you throw something a little big at them. I'm trying. My partner's impatient. I'm not looking. Makes me nervous. I can't look. If you can get below him. Get out of his way. You can't watch. So I normally would get below that fish, but Levi's really good at fighting big fish, so I'm gonna try to coach him. Not a baby. Good job, bud. Nice. One of the dangers of fishing with this. Hey, I just lost my orange egg. Yeah, brother. Big fish right there. I don't think I want to talk about it. So normally I taper down, so like I'll go, like right now I'm going 5.5 down to 6. If they break off your bottom fly, a lot of times you won't lose your tag fly. I lost everything, which leads me to believe he was on the tag. Just pulled everything loose. So that tag was this orange egg that Levi's been fishing, and having a lot of luck on. Nah, I don't think. How big? I mean, I'll hug you. Still on the Levi's. Yeah, dude, I broke off a big boy on it.
Once again, on behalf of all of Casting for Hope, thank you so much for coming out. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with our bronze medal with 6 individual placing points. This would be against all 8 in their flight, including potentially their partner. And 31,200 fish points, 51 fish caught. Levi Ladley. In second place with 5 placing points in all 4 of the sessions with 39,480 fish points and 65 fish caught, we got Michael Bradley.
He's the reason you didn't take first.
Yeah, his partner knocked him off number 1 placing point 1 session. Which leaves us in first place for a gold medal with 4 placing points, 28,680 fish points, and 39 fish caught. We got Jeff Const. Fishing.
I hope that ankle really isn't broken.
Which leads us to our 3 teams that are going to medal and take home some checks this year. In third place with a bronze medal with 86 fish caught, 5 placing points, and 54,140 fish points, we have Levi and Joey. In second place for a silver medal, with 50 fish caught, 4 placing points. They took a 1 in each session, and 36,000 fish points. We have Jeff and John Const. Which of course leads us with our gold medal finishers with 102 total fish in the 4 sessions, a number 1 in each session, and 61,100 fish points. We have Michael Bradley and Gabe. Come get your gold medals.
You want to like start recycling these and just bring them back.
They have a pretty large collection of medals by now.
Oh, they're hanging up?
Yeah. Once again, thanks so much for being here. Every year I feel like we get to grow and grow more and more. Our community grows, y'all keep coming back. We might add an event here and there, or the events get better and better. So we hope you'll stay updated with the future events we have, not only tournaments, but retreats and other fundraisers we have, and stay close with us. And we hope to see you back here in Cherokee next year. Thanks.